While Yamhad was one of the most powerful kingdoms in the region during its time, the kingdom did not consist of one ethnic group, or even a particular region. Although Yamhad was dominated by one particular ethnic group, and was in a geographically defined region, it is important to remember that it was a single dynasty that ruled over a particular kingdom in a place that had a long history prior and subsequent to its time. The region Yamhad ruled was inhabited by sedentary peoples long before the Yamhad dynasty came to power, and it continued to be inhabited after the Yamhad dynasty collapsed. Scholars have been able to roughly piece together a map of the general region that Yamhad controlled, but the precise boundaries remain unclear. This is often the case because determining where one kingdom's borders ended and another's began in the Near East was often arbitrary, at least by modern standards. The kingdom of Yamhad's capital was the city of Halab, which is today known as Aleppo, north of Damascus. Although the dynasty that ruled Yamhad was in power for about 185 years, Naaman, 1979-104, which is a respectable time span by ancient Near Eastern standards, there have been many archaeological problems associated with learning details about the kingdom. Perhaps the greatest problem is that Aleppo has been continuously inhabited since ancient time. After the Yamhad dynasty was vanquished, Aleppo was held by the Hittites, Mitanni, Assyrians, and Neo-Babylonians in ancient times, and the Greeks, Romans, Byzantines, and Arabs in the late antiquity and the Middle Ages. Aleppo also remained an important city in modern Syria, and has recently been on the scene of heavy fighting during the Syrian civil war. The combination of heavy building activity, dense population, near constant warfare, and fundamentalist Islamic opposition to pre-Islamic archaeology has inhibited the complete excavation of Aleppo, and while archaeologists have managed to do some work in the city, the limited excavations in Aleppo have uncovered very little, which has included only one fragmentary inscription. Petard, 2001, 40. Due to the limitations of archaeology in Aleppo, scholars have been forced to look elsewhere to reconstruct the chronology of Yamhad. Just west of Halab was another important city named Al-Alaq, and unlike Aleppo, Al-Alaq has been much better preserved because its location lost importance in later periods, so a major city was never built on the ancient site the way Aleppo was built on Halab. Al-Alaq was home to palaces and large temples, as well as a large archive of texts, some of which contained king lists of Yamhad. Indeed, when the famed British archaeologist Sir Leonard Woolley first excavated Al-Alaq in the 1930s and 1940s, he was amazed at the wealth of information uncovered, especially in the archaeological level known as Level 7. Naaman, 1980-209. The more Woolley and later archaeologists excavated at Al-Alaq, the more they learned that the city was deeply tied to Halab, Aleppo, and was in fact a vassal state of Yamhad. Petard, 2001, 40. The excavations at Al-Alaq opened up a whole new field of study on Yamhad, and later those findings were augmented by texts discovered in a number of other sites in western Syria and northern Mesopotamia. The ancient city of Mari was located south of Aleppo on the Euphrates River in northern Mesopotamia. Mari was a powerful state when Yamhad was at its peak of power, and the two states were tied together through marriage alliances and trade. Ancient Mari, though, was preserved far better than Halab, Aleppo, as no major modern settlement was built on top of it.